Have you ever seen an employee get fired on the spot because of you? I was 17 working the late shift at a burger place. Our shift lead was this guy Devin who acted like he owned the place. Dude was maybe 22 but walked around like he was the CEO or something. Always telling everyone what to do, always on some power trip. This one Friday night around 10 p.m., this car full of high schoolers pulls up to the drive-thru. Normal Friday night stuff. One of the kids asks me if our burger buns have sesame seeds on them. Simple question, right? I told him I'd check with the kitchen real quick. But before I could even turn around, Devin shoves me aside and grabs the headset. It's a burger joint, of course it does. But whatever. Here. He hands the kid a regular burger with sesame seed buns and tells me, "It's fine. Nobody's actually allergic to sesame. They just want to feel special." I thought that was weird, but Devin was my boss, so I didn't say anything. The car drove off, and I figured that was that. 10 minutes later, the same car comes screeching back into our parking lot. Horn blaring, headlights flashing, the whole deal. I look out the window and see the kid in the passenger seat with his lips all swollen up like balloons. His friend is screaming that he's having an allergic reaction. They're fumbling around in the car and pull out one of those EpiPen things. Right there in our parking lot, they had to stab this kid with it just so he could breathe. It was terrifying. The kid's mom showed up like 20 minutes later, absolutely losing her mind. She stormed into the restaurant demanding to see the manager. Our actual manager wasn't there, so Devin walks out acting all casual. This lady is crying, telling him her son almost died because we gave him sesame seeds after specifically asking about them. And you know what Devin says? Maybe he should have eaten at home if he's gonna be that picky. I couldn't believe it. Even Tasha just stared at him with her mouth open. The mom went silent for like 5 seconds, then said she was calling corporate and her lawyer. Devin just shrugged and walked back to the office like nothing happened. The next morning, I'm getting ready for school when my phone rings. It's work asking me to come in early for some interviews. When I get there, there's these 2 people in suits with corporate badges and clipboards. Turns out the family filed a formal complaint and corporate was doing a full investigation. They had security footage, employee statements, the whole thing. They interviewed me, Tasha, and the kitchen guys separately. I told them exactly what happened. How the kid asked about sesame seeds, how I was gonna check, how Devin took over and said nobody's really allergic. Tasha backed up my story word for word. When they called Devin in, I could hear him through the office door trying to say the kid never mentioned allergies and that it wasn't his fault. But the drive-thru recordings don't lie. 20 minutes later, they walked Devin out in front of everyone, just like that, grabbed his stuff, turned in his uniform shirt, and corporate told him he was terminated effective immediately for endangering customer safety and failure to follow food allergy protocols. Devin tried to blame me on his way out, saying I should have stopped him. One of the corporate ladies just looked at him and said, "You're the shift supervisor. This was your call and your responsibility." That was it. Dude was gone. They promoted Tasha to shift lead the next week and she's still there.